One person is dead and more than 20 are wounded after shots are fired at a parade for the Super Bowl champions. And the lander, looking to be the first U.S. spacecraft to touch down on the moon in 5 decades, lifts off into space. The Morning Rundown starts now.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world. This is the Morning Rundown.
Today is Thursday, February 15th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker.
You're good. Who's on the guard? Back up, back up. Hey, let's got the gun.
Video shows police holding down an apparent suspect after shots were fired following the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory parade on Wednesday, sending fans running for cover outside Union Station. At least one person was killed and 22 others were injured, including at least 8 children. Police confirming 3 people have been detained, but have not announced their identities or said if they will face charges. Authorities are looking into reports that bystanders tackled one of the 3 people being detained. Kansas City Police Chief Stacey Graves telling reporters she is angry over what took place.
The people who came to this celebration should expect a safe environment. We had over 800 law enforcement officers, Kansas City and other agencies, at the location to keep everyone safe. Because of bad actors, which were very few, this tragedy occurred.
Hundreds of thousands of people gathered in downtown Kansas City to cheer on the Chiefs after their victory at Super Bowl 58. Police saying all members of the Chiefs organization were safe. The NFL and several players issuing statements, including Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, who posted on X, praying for Kansas City. More details are coming to light after a cryptic message by Ohio Congressman Mike Turner, the Republican chair of the Intelligence Committee. Turner is warning of a serious national security threat, calling on President Biden to declassify documents related to that threat. Multiple news outlets are reporting it's related to Russia. Specifically, sources say it involves Russia's attempts at developing a nuclear-capable weapon in space that could take down satellites. It's also being reported this is not currently an active threat. Connecticut Congressman Jim Himes, the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, says while the issue is serious, people should not panic. Leaders in the Senate Intelligence Committee say they have also been tracking the issue. There is a briefing today with congressional leaders and administration intelligence professionals to discuss the matter.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, and liftoff. Go SpaceX, go IM-1 and the Odysseus lunar lander.
There were no technical issues this time around as SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket successfully lifted off overnight from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The rocket carrying a robotic lunar lander developed by a private company. Houston-based Intuitive Machines hoping its lander, named Odysseus, will be the first U.S. spacecraft to touch down on the moon in over 5 decades. NASA is paying the company $118 million to carry 6 items, including a camera to observe the dust upon landing, and a radio receiver system to study charged particles on the moon's surface. Odysseus is scheduled to land on the moon's south pole in 1 week on February 22nd. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved the first drug to treat severe frostbite in adults, reducing the risk of finger or toe amputation. The injection treats frostbite by opening blood vessels and preventing clots. Frostbite happens when the skin and tissue get damaged by extreme cold and occurs in stages. Painkillers and antibiotics are typically used to treat mild frostbite, but severe frostbite happens when the skin and underlying tissue freeze, stopping blood flow. The new drug is expected to be available in the spring. One company just found out how important it is to check for typos. The rideshare company Lyft saw its stock soar over 60% following the release of its quarterly earnings report late Tuesday. The report said Lyft was expecting one of its profit margins to expand by 500 basis points, meaning 5 percentage points. But in actuality, it was only expected to expand by 50 basis points or 0.5%. The company admitting to the error during a call with investors yesterday. The company's CEO telling CNBC he hopes the missed extra zero doesn't take away from Lyft delivering its best financial quarter in its history. And despite the error and correction, the company's stock was still up on Wednesday. Finally this morning, the rise of artificial intelligence is bringing change to almost every aspect of our lives, which means companies are looking for engineers with AI skills. Now, students at one Ivy League university can earn a degree in AI, and it's not a fake. The University of Pennsylvania will become the first Ivy League school to offer an engineering degree in AI when the undergrad program starts in the fall. Penn saying the program will allow students to unlock AI's potential as they learn the ethics of AI, legal matters surrounding the technology, and other topics. While Penn will be the first Ivy League to have an artificial intelligence program, other U.S. colleges, including Carnegie Mellon and Purdue, also offer bachelor's degrees in AI. These are your top stories for this Thursday. You can now connect with the Morning Rundown in a variety of ways, including subscribing to our podcast and signing up for our newsletter. Just go to san.com/rundown for more details. Unbiased, straight facts, that's Straight Arrow News. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.